Say what? Yo, who was that? ATL show coming live. We about the world. Know that we a show. We got ATL Legacy, the podcast. Oh God, we're taking over for the ATL show.
Naya, what?
The ATL show's on. Duh. Get out! Get out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, T7, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay. I'm the best you ever cast, just spell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene since you wanna be actors. It's the message. I'm talking open hills and places. Full of feeling foggy, I'll be patient and waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me, must be you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message, hope it leave you from me rapper. Sure, yeah, the message. So y'all know, yeah, the monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL, ho.
Just in time accessories. We definitely have the bling and everything in between. Just in time accessories. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. You can find Tayama on Instagram at Tayama01 or Facebook Tayama Copeland or 954-873-6659 or justintimeaccessories@gmail.com or the website justintimeaccessories.com. Everything is only $5. All jewelry is nickel and lead free. You can find Tayama live on her page, Tayama Copeland. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out.
Make sure you go over to Goli.com and get your Goli gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoliGummies.com, make sure you use the ATL as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber, uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system, includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple, it's delicious, it's Goli.
Good evening. Welcome back. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. I'm yours truly, Mr. Anthony Brown. If you're new to this channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. The suit is free. So subscribe. We're on our road to 7,000 subscribers. And make sure you hit that like button, the thumbs up, and definitely comment below. And if you comment in the comment section, we will respond to your comments accordingly. I'm joined tonight by none other than the very beautiful, my sister, Miss Tyson Mama, Tayama Sweetness.
Hello, beautiful people.
Lady in pink, yes. Also, I'm joined by my brother. The pain in my side, my head, my back, and all it gets on my last nerve. But I wouldn't trade him for the world. Mr. Legacy the Great.
ATL!
I'll pray for him. Please pray for him, because my prayers ain't reaching. And also, we're joined by the very lovely, the very beautiful, the juiciest cakes on this side of the Mississippi.
Blessings, everyone. Blessings.
How was that, Juicy?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
All right, all right, all right.
Right this side of Mississippi.
Yeah, some juicy cakes. She got those cakes that make you go crazy. At least that's what she said.
That's what she said now.
Yeah, I'm just going by what she said. So if it's a lie, folks, she said it.
Yep. And they probably still right now because she ain't been using it.
What you not gonna do is come for her when you see she can't come fight for you. I got you, Juice.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, some cakes may not be quite as juicy as she say they are.
She from Florida. She from Florida, so we keep that water. That's all you need to know. I got you, Juicy. I got you.
We say try.
I just want to remind everybody that today is definitely Tuesday. It's $2 Tuesday. So please support the channel, the podcast in any way you can.
You better be lucky you added that, because I was like, I did not see my Cash App, Mr. Brown.
It's $2 Tuesday. So definitely support. We appreciate it. You know, anything that you give is greatly appreciated. So how's everybody's day going so far?
Well, you know me, I'm ATL holding it.
You ATL holding it.
Basically, he mean his usual.
You make me around.
No, man. I'm just out and about. I just come from doing exercise, walking, and then I'm just downtown right now. I'm trying to get. I'm talking my side will hurt me so bad. I couldn't get but 1 mile, and I got to start drinking more water.
Well, 1 mile is better than no miles. You know, you got to start somewhere. As Michelle Obama used to say, just move.
Yeah, but boy, I'm talking about that thing was paining.
The thing, how was work today?
Y'all want to soon to be 1-year-old?
I'll take him.
Let me tell you, you can have him.
Tyson beat that ass.
You can have him.
Y'all get it right.
Okay.
Tyson over there taking his mama out, y'all.
He wasn't with the foolishness. He had a lot of stuff he wanted to say.
Do he be glad to see you when you come home, Tay?
Yeah.
All right.
And then that's when he started the foolishness.
Well, his mama just worked about 10 hours. He ain't seen her, so he got to give her to her.
Who team you on, though?
I'm always Team Tyson first.
Don't worry, I'm always Team Nice, so we even.
I know.
We even.
Hi, Miss Brown. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe.
Hey, Jeanette.
Y'all a whole mess.
You know Legacy be on that foolishness.
As a Jamaican say, the fuckery.
All of it.
The blood clot fuckery.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Where's your buddy?
You better stop. You're gonna make somebody jump on here and straighten you with your wannabe patois.
He talking about banana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so scared.
Okay, no, I do it, but Don Allen.
And you know he gonna come in here. Listen here with your blood clot. He tell you quick. Don't be trying to rep his country.
I had a situation there. I was talking to a friend of mine. We were talking about this situation that existed a couple of years ago at a previous place of employment.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to make that the question of the day.
Let's go.
George is married with kids. Happily married, been married for quite some time. Jessica is single, but she knows that he is married. They hook up and have a baby. Who was in the wrong?
The husband. It's both, but it's always the husband because she was single. It was up to him. But they both was wrong. Being me, you knew about me, I might bop your ass in that baby. I'm just saying.
You see, I told you. Somebody put her backstage.
She didn't know about the wife. She knew he was. She knew he was married, but he didn't know about the wife. Like, she didn't know the wife or who she was. She never met her.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But once you know that he married, that means you said fuck it.
It doesn't have to. I'm making it clear.
Make it clear then.
Well, that's what I'm making it clear.
That's why you see. That's why you're a pain in everything in him.
I have to make it. That's my job to make it clear. I'm the host.
Okay, so
make it clear.
So the only person that is wrong in this is the husband.
Mr. Brown, could you make it clear then so that I can get a better understanding, please?
I made it clear. Jessica was married, but she never knew the wife. She never, because based on what Tiama said, she knew the wife, but she never knew the wife. She just knew she existed, and that someone was out there. I've never physically seen her, never met her, but she only knew he was married because she saw a ring on his finger.
Okay, now let me say something on that then. If regardless if you know the woman or not, now this is what I would say before I get into that. I would have to agree with Tay because at the end of the day, the only person that's obligated to the woman is the husband who gave the vows to love her. That's what makes him the ultimate character to be wrong. But it makes the woman a whore. Because when you accept the fact that you are willing to sleep with a married man, that tells me that you don't give a damn that he's a married man or not. You want what you want. So you did say F his wife. Who got the music on?
Y'all trying to get me copywritten.
And for the record, that is Tyson.
Put him in timeout.
Okay.
I tried that. Let me tell you, I don't think that worked for black kids. Black kids be like, beat my ass and call it a day.
Especially kids that name Tyson.
But yeah, so I think that both of, I mean, it's just, that's just I don't know if this is a true scenario or not, based on, okay, well, like I say, it doesn't say that the man told the woman that he was married, but she seen a ring, so she assumed that he was a married man. At what point do we start to say, I see that this ring is on the ring finger. Let me ask him if he's married. Let me find out the truth.
Why do I gotta ask somebody, are they married, Legacy? You should make that known.
It doesn't matter, regardless if he did or if he didn't. She said she saw the ring. So if she saw the ring, that should bring about questions.
The ring really doesn't matter because I used to wear a ring even when I wasn't married.
So, Tony, read what Kamal say, Tony.
He guilty. She's just an accomplice. Exactly.
You hit Miss Brown.
They both guilty.
But why would you want to have a baby by a married man?
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you why she chose.
At that point, when you go ahead, Tony.
The reason why she chose to have the baby is one, because of the fact that she was in a lower financial bracket than he.
Oh, so the baby was Cornages.
Okay, okay. So that makes her that point right there makes her more of a whore. It makes her a gold digger whore.
Oh shit!
You just proved the point that she was a gold digger whore because you just put her in a lower bracket. So the only reason you having that baby is to financially fit yourself.
And he went for it.
And he don't have a choice because he don't have no rights to the baby when it's inside of the mama, so he couldn't do nothing anyway.
No, well, he did have a choice. He had a choice not to put a baby in him.
But that is the ultimate decision. That is the ultimate decision.
But let me tell y'all, for y'all that have kids and y'all done paid child support and you done had kids live with you. Let's say a motherfucker give you $700 a month for that child. Let me tell you, that shit don't work. On gas alone, you gonna spend that taking them back and forth to the damn babysitter just to go to work. So y'all gonna have a better plan with y'all coochie than having babies. I'm just saying. Nothing mind.
Tim, I love you. I love you, Tay. Tell them go and dig a hole. Tell them go and dig a hole. They could have worth more than that.
Yeah, way more. Because, honey, them little coins you think... let me tell y'all, I was in a situation to where I heard a dude tell somebody, it's $1 million. You might want to think that before I knew it. The bougie bitch in me, $1 million ain't shit. I spent that in 3 days. Listen, so my brain, listen, ain't enough money in the world a dude could give you to run after a jet that you didn't really want.
Exactly.
Because I got a jet I really want, and I'm trying to give him to somebody and pay some child support.
I'll take taxes. Just make sure you help me with the school clothes.
Let me tell you this. He gonna give you. Do you hear him?
I hear. But so Tay, now that Tony explains that, doesn't now just like Miss Brown said and Kamal said, yes, the man is the ultimate covert in this situation. But in the end, doesn't it sound like it was planned on the woman that I'm gonna have a baby from this man?
Let me tell you, there's a lot of women that do that. Remember the story I told you about them girls that went and spent all their rent money to be dressed to the nine? Yep. I picked them up at the end of the night because I was giving them an Uber ride. They were sick to their stomach because, honey, they wasn't even a thought for the night. So they just spent their rent money and they trying to figure out what they was going to do because they paid all this money to get in the club with these ballers, and they just knew if one of them tapped the baller, they was going to get them coins bite with interest.
Yes.
That's denied. So, hey, some people like to gamble.
So them women have bottom feeder pussy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nobody want that bottom feeder pussy.
You just have
Oh God, Tony, you pulled up a gold digger. I appreciate you, bro.
I'm like, mm-mm. So Tony, the husband is wrong. The husband is wrong on the moral standpoint.
Right.
But
Yes.
altogether, they both are wrong. It took two. Because woman to woman, you just sat there and shitted on a whole nother woman marriage. But in plain sight, you just helped the other woman because, boy, I'm going to get your ass for alimony. Let's go.
Oh, hey, you might be at Magic Johnson wife and decide to stay.
So, hey, look, so right then and there, you just cut the little cheese you was going to get all the way in half.
Yeah, that shit over with.
But him and the wife never separated, never broke up. They're still together.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's Cookie. That's Magic Johnson wife.
Got me all the way fucked up. Oh, you got a baby? Oh, you got a baby? Oh, have my nigga, have fun with that. You got it.
What would you have done, Miss Tyson Mama?
I told you. She
somebody.
Listen, first of all, she's coming for a check.
Yep.
And now I'm coming for a check, but mine is gonna be checkmate.
Oh.
Honey, no. I don't want to hear. I am so. Invite me to the baby shower. I got a gift. When I tell you, I'm gonna give her baby the most expensive gift at the baby shower. Honey, you just helped me cut a check. And 9 out of 10, I get to keep the house, the co-ops, because bitch, my lawyer state. Woo-hoo. If you got a Jew, you got all that money. Let's go.
Tay.
Yeah.
Your alimony gonna make his child support late.
Honey, it's gonna make it non-existent.
Yeah.
They gonna have to move in together to survive off of, honey.
I know that's right.
Her child support. I'm talking about and I know Tayama. If a nigga one day late, she already calling up. Hey, this motherfucker ain't paid me my money. Revoke his
I don't give a
driver's
damn if you put. I don't give a fuck if you put him up under the jail.
Revoke
You draw
his driver's
first blood. Anything I do, I feel is necessary.
Lord help.
But no, I wouldn't even fight at that point. I ain't trying to kill nobody. She's coming after a check. So I'm going to follow what little mama doing. I'm going to get a check. Because she not finna get none of my money. That's why you fuck up when you marry these niggas. They fuck up and then you got to come out your money.
Hey, Adrian.
He said good night.
I said, hey.
That's hey. Like Rashida that's with Kurt Frost. Do you know this dude had 3 babies outside of their marriage? So the whole time she been married to this dude, the money she been coming up with, because only way he get paid by being her manager goes out the door. Bitch, I'm with that little girl. I'm coming to get a check.
Miss Brown,
Jeanette Brown said,
consequences. Hit them up. Y'all remember Blue Contrail? Do y'all remember the song Blue Contrail? The artist?
mm-hmm.
When your man get buck wild, you gotta hit him up. Hey, I was like 13, and that was my J.
Lord help us.
He better.
Adrian said chubby cheeks.
Talking to you.
Stop bluffing.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Stop all the
baby.
damn bluffing.
I'll be in Jamaica next month, Adrian. So I can actually pull up on you in person.
That's right.
Because I will have a full rental car and I go to all 4 barrels.
Hey.
Well, Tony.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brown.
Yes, sir.
Who do you feel was wrong and why?
I feel the husband definitely was wrong, because he has the obligation to the wife.
Mm-hmm.
The girl, on the other hand, like I said, you don't know if she knew in the beginning when they first started flirting and smashing, or if she found out later. See how much Adrian said, really?
Yep.
Hi, Remedy.
I can send you a picture of my tickets. I send it to Tony.
But the girl, I don't think was wrong because the girl saw what she wanted and she had a plan.
Mm-hmm. So what that make her?
Morally, she probably was wrong, but technically, as far as the law, she didn't do anything wrong. She saw what she liked, visually, physically, spiritually, financially. So everything she saw that she wanted in a man, it was standing in front of her.
In a chick.
Everything she wanted in a man. You asked Tony.
My bad, sir.
Okay. Right. That's how Legacy feels, but this is how Tony feels. She saw everything she wanted in a man, and she went after it. And in that search, it included a check.
She gotta be lucky a bitch didn't checkmate her eye.
Let's ask the viewers out there. Who do you think is wrong in this question? The question of the day was: George is married with kids, happily married. Jessica is single, but she knows that he is married. They hook up and have a baby. Who is wrong?
But Tony, you know what? You keep throwing us with this happily married. You so happy you ain't finna fuck up your home.
Well, Tay, let me say this while the viewers get ready to chime in. Since you got on that part, let me say this. Happily is just depends on the individual. When most men cheat or step out of their relationship, it's not because they necessarily ain't happy at home. It's more like being a conqueror. Oh, I got to conquer that one. I conquered this one. So it's more like moral victories or physical victories and trophies of saying, oh, I had her. And it doesn't always have to be that the man is unhappy. It's just that we become more opportunist and say, okay, I probably could get away with this, and probably nothing gonna happen. It ain't that he wasn't. Doesn't mean he's not happy with his wife. It just was an opportunity that he felt that he could get away with, and it ended up costing him.
And see the difference between men and women. Women normally cheat if they're in a relationship. Women normally cheat for a reason. Men cheat just because they have a location.
I dare your ass to find a location though.
Well, George found George found a location and parked his car in the garage.
I can't deal with your foolishness.
But you know, not being honest, I can honestly say this. I have never had a friend, male-wise, or who was in a relationship that ever came to me and told me that the reason they were cheating was because they was unhappy or because their woman really wasn't doing nothing. And I have met.
I know that's right, Rick. See, I can always count on my boo, Bill. You know it.
Anyway, listen.
Remedy says they know better not to find any location. Adrian says, and he left the keys.
And he left the to the council. But I have met every woman that I've ever met that was cheating on their significant other has said to me the reason that they were cheating or stepping out on their relationship is because the man, now this will be the excuse. The man either done something to provoke her or hurt her to cause her to be out here giving away pussy now. So women always, and I'm not gonna say all or always, women that I've come in contact with have always said that a man does something to make them do this. But I've never met a man that said the reason that he was cheating was because his wife wasn't giving him nothing or his wife messed around. I've never met a man that said that to me. They just cheat because it's something to do. Women like to blame their cheating on something or the reason that the man wasn't doing something for them. What do you think about that, Tony?
That's what I said. Women need a reason. So let's say he cheated. So now she has a reason. Well, since you hurt me, I want you to feel how I felt. So I'm going to go cheat. And it's not that she necessarily wants to cheat. She just wants you to hurt how she heard it.
She could have just left the relationship.
She could have, but she don't want to leave the relationship. She loves you and want to stay in the relationship, but she still wants you to feel how she felt. So you can understand. Don't do this shit no more.
It ain't gonna do it no more. Once the dick is in you and in your mouth and inside of you, I don't want you no more.
That's fine. But see, most men love that woman, especially if you have a family, you've established, and you got children. And if she cheat, now you're hurt just like she was hurting.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But we ain't got no family no more.
And that's fine. If that's what it comes to. But she got child support.
No, it ain't gonna just be that easy. Now, it wouldn't be that easy just with me. Because I'm gonna make sure she don't get no alimony.
Again, the discussion is based on the masses, not based on legacy.
I understand what you're saying, but if it happened to me, it wouldn't be just like that. And you ain't getting no alimony, I ain't getting no alimony. Because you cheated and I cheated, so we both that's scratch. Just giving off top cause you mad. Ain't the first time you done been damn mad.
And you out there giving away dick and you not mad.
Y'all notice I haven't no comment. Because me, I done been on both ends of that spectrum. And honey, I feel once you do something to me, I do it back to you. But the way I get you back, y'all know I don't go for the dude. The same girl you did all this for, I'm gonna make her not even answer your call.
Well,
so, I'll be on some other stuff.
Hey, I wouldn't care if she didn't answer my call no more, because I already done skeeted in her mouth, so I'm already happy.
From that standpoint, but what if it's somebody that you like and you really feel her and want to go back?
Exactly.
Everybody who you fuck on the outside of the relationship ain't somebody that just wanted to fuck one time.
But especially if you gave her a baby, you want to go back.
No, I don't. I done been in a situation like that before.
You know what? I'm hanging up.
Now the problem
I know.
You've been in a situation with a woman that you couldn't get out of and prevent from having a baby, but you stayed in and got her pregnant and then left her alone.
Let me tell you that you need to go to every time Legacy put his foot in something, you always gotta go back to the original video. It don't matter what it is. The original ATL show covered that.
Another issue with men, and I know this for a fact, is men, whenever a woman approaches them, they feel that their manhood is being tested. So just to prove their manhood, they'll go fuck instead of saying no. Because once you say no, now she can say, you must be gay, or you don't want no pussy, or da-da-da-da. Now you feel that your manhood is being tested, So a weak man or a simple man, he got to fuck to prove his manhood.
But see, that's dumb because I'd be like, I'm real gay. I'm so gay and I'm going to stay gay. Real happy than a motherfucker. Because if I follow you, I ain't going to be gay no more. So it's all in how you use that word. Only a weak-minded man will fall for that one.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I know.
Well, right now,
a lot of guys have women have said that those lines. Oh, you don't want no pussy? Oh, damn. What's wrong? You must be gay. So to prove to her that he's not, he gets his phone number, and then he smashed. So it's not so much that he wanted to; he had to prove it. He had to prove his manhood. And in that one incident, that's when a baby could occur.
Having sex with no protection.
That's why you skeet and re-skeet in their mouth.
Well, what'd that do?
Does they have a baby?
Juicy, why do you always fall for this foolishness?
Because I want to hear it. I want to hear all about it.
You said skeet and re-skeet, so they in their mouth. So the first time they skeet in the pussy, right?
No, on their titties.
Oh, you gotta specify.
I would kill you dead.
But if you having sex, that's just like basketball. You dribble before you shoot, and you can get pregnant from the dribble.
Yeah,
you can. That's why you use condoms.
There's not 100%.
No dribble.
There's not 100%.
Ain't no dribble. Ain't no dribble.
There's not 100%.
Okay, but I'd rather take the 99% chance than to take no chance at all.
Why don't you just take the 100% chance and just don't do it because you're already in a relationship?
I'm with that one.
Amen.
Maybe I'm upset because the woman did something to make me mad.
Nope.
You had to think about that, Tony.
That's what women say all the time.
So now you saying you're a woman?
No, I didn't say that at all.
That's what I heard, Tony.
I'm just gonna pull a page out their book.
And be like us. You go. Men are something else. Men are something else.
I guess that would make me whore. So yeah.
Did you hear my question earlier? I asked what was your definition of a whore.
We don't already go back to see. I done told you this 100 times, Juicy. You asked me that when we first started before.
But she may ask it on every show.
Well, because you said the lady having sex with a married man makes her a whore. Every day it's a different added to it. So I'm just trying to get the full scope. Because that don't make her a whore. That make her an adulterer.
An opportunist.
No, that wouldn't make her an adulterer. That wouldn't make her an adulterer either. The husband is the adulterer because he's the one that's married. The woman is a fornicator because she's not married.
Okay, fornicating, but not a whore. Okay.
Legacy.
Yes.
Where are you? You so dark. I can't see you.
I'm outside getting some fresh air.
You have a ring light?
Not outside, sir. I'll be in the light in a few minutes, boss.
Remedy says,
I don't want to.
Remedy says, don't mean you have to cheat. Mello says, whole plus.
He say what?
Whole plus.
Whole plus. She cheated with she decided to sleep with a married man, knowing it. Matter of fact, Juicy, let me ask you a question. Which I already know I'm gonna get some cosmic Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune answer. And I know I'm gonna get a Jupiter, Neptune, Mars answer. So let me ask you, what would be your definition of a whore?
I don't think I really got a definition of a whore.
Oh God, please help us.
Yeah. A man.
I figured. I knew you was gonna go there. I just already put that in my. I already knew that was gonna be your answer.
Okay.
I see more women being victim.
Victim of what?
Why
It's
you
more
starting
men out
that,
here who are sleeping with these women by coercion. Like it's so many men out here who claiming sex, and they pretty much took it by coercion. So that don't make the woman a whore.
By coercion?
They're a victim. Yeah, there's a
The
lot.
girl say
There's a
make
lot
her
of
a
women.
victim.
There are
Lord.
a lot of women who go into
Whoa.
relationships and to be with people, and they don't go in it with the mindset of I want to have sex. But then that man, come on. If a woman say no one time and you pursue and ask a second, that's coercion. You ask a third, you try to kiss and all that. Yes, that is coercion.
But
You
that
are
ain't how.
trying
That ain't. Listen. Nobody is talking about somebody that. Nobody's talking about coercion. What we read about today was no one on coercion. Nobody coerced this woman.
No, I'm answering your question of what do I consider a whore, and I said a man, and you asked why, and I said because the average man today. I ain't talking about the question. The question I answered,
Okay.
I said the man was wrong.
Tay, you saw what Melvin said up there talking about the women are innocent.
Very much so not. Because, honey, we got some women that'll give you a run for your money.
So let me ask you a question, Juicy. We just heard Tayama sit up here and say that she went and picked up when she was doing her Uber work, one of her many jobs that she had. That she overheard these women say that they cashed in all of their rent money to go get the best outfits that they could afford so that they can intentionally go out here to the club to catch them a baller so that they can fuck and try to beat him out of some money. Is that coercion?
They coercion the man. They manipulating.
Okay, what I don't. So let's say that the game is equal.
But that right there is a woman. Those are women who are prostituting.
Pretty much. At the time it would always be me and 4 people in my ear. It'll be me, Melvin, Cherie, and Herman. Cherie, she could be doing whatever in a full conversation. This bud will hear everything and everybody call. She was like, wait, Tayama, did that girl just say, here go me driving. And she was like, oh, so she just was gonna prostitute that.
Right.
Now watch this, Tay. Watch this.
Now, a prostitute ain't a whore.
Stop it.
That's an entrepreneur.
Stop it.
She getting it.
Stop it. Whores get money too. But listen, Tay, y'all remember, Juice, I think you was on here too at that time. Do y'all remember the young lady who tried to trap Drake into getting her pregnant? That he used a condom, ejaculated in the condom from doing what he did with the woman, and then she went to the bathroom. He took the condom and put hot sauce in the condom. The girl did something and took the condom in the bathroom when he went out of the room and tried to pull the condom inside of her and ended up getting messed up and then tried to sue him. The game, Juicy. I love you to death, but I just don't know what. You don't watch TV, and you don't see what's going on around because you don't chop yourself off from the grid. This shit happens every day, and women do it every day. They sell their pussy hole for $40.
That's a cell phone payment.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with y'all bull stuff. They do it more than that. They do it for more than that.
That's the low ball. That's the low ball effort.
Actually, it went up to 50 because cell phones went up.
See?
Y'all, I'm about to stop talking to these men on my project.
I'm for real about this. I don't know where Juicy be at to know that these women out here are gold. They are gold digging holes. And just because you don't have a definition of what a hoe is other than to say a man, doesn't mean that women are not hoes.
Her thing is that she see more of the men that's doing it than the women.
Cause she don't turn on her TV other than to watch Sesame Street.
I ain't gonna tell y'all. Wick talking about some Gracie's Corner.
Okay. Let's move
Hold
on.
Y'all all the way retarded.
Yes. Let's move on.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrown@gmail.com.
Here's a letter of the day.
How do you love your enemy? Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I celebrated our 2nd anniversary. I think that our relationship is healthy, except for some issues that I have with his baby's mama. When we started dating, she began messaging me on Facebook. She threatened to beat me up and told me that my man was still sleeping with her and even called my daughter ugly. If I deleted or blocked her, she would create fake profiles to message me again. I usually did not argue back and forth with her, but when she called my daughter ugly, I slipped. After we got married, the harassment dissipated. During this phase, I told my husband that I didn't need to be afraid of her. A little while later, my husband and I became primary caregivers to our children. We had them for the summer and they started the school year living with us. One weekend, while with their mother, she called my husband alleging that I hit one of our children. This was not true, and my husband talked to her about the situation, and it seemed to be resolved. Months later, we went to pick the kids up from school, and she was there. She approached me with her newborn baby strapped to her chest and started yelling at me while I was sitting in the car. I got out of the car and I was sure that things would not escalate because we were in front of the school and she was holding a baby. Plus, I had not been in a hood rat type altercation since high school. I tried to explain to her that I did not hit our daughter. At this point, she spit a warm, humongous, DNA-filled loogie in my face.
Oh, hell to the no.
Oh my God.
I asked her to hand her baby to her mother because I had every intention of whipping her tail. But she would not give the baby up, so that ended the altercation. Now, a year later, the kids are staying with us again, and and so we are often picking them up from their mother and her side of the family. I have no interest in talking to these people. I feel as though if you can spit in my face with no apology or remorse, you have no respect for me and there is no reason for us to talk. Recently, the baby's mama has been making an effort to speak to me. There is something that I really don't want to do. This is something that I really don't want to do, but at the same time, I don't want our kids to see us not getting along. I also feel that my dislike for the woman puts my husband in an awkward position. How can I be polite to someone that I cannot stand? How should I act toward this woman? I have never been in a position where I had to continue association with someone that I dislike so much. How do I interact with her? I was stuck on the spitting the big DNA-filled, humongous, warm loop.
Let's talk about it.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
It would have been on site.
Girl, juicy. Girl, I would have forgot her baby was in her hand.
I
God.
wanted to say that, but at the same time, I have to consider the fact that that's, I have to be a good person. So
Let me tell you, it ain't nothing about a good person. I would have literally blanked the fuck out. I would have forgot it was a jit there. Like, it's just certain stuff you cannot do to me. I would have totally forgot that she was holding the baby. Because she had to forget. She didn't give a damn about her own jit.
She didn't forget. She knew, but she used that's just as them girls or them people be like, don't hold me back, but at the same time they falling back. She knew she didn't want her to do nothing. That was her what is that? Her
shield.
What the police officer wear? They
Shield.
bulletproof vest. That was her bulletproof vest right there.
It wouldn't have been bulletproof that day.
When I saw her the next time, or the soonest, when she probably, I'd have waited for her to put that baby in the car seat. You got to go home. We ain't going nowhere. You got to go home.
I'm with you, because honey, I would have. Let me tell you, they would have got me for all type of child endangerment. But do you know the mama would have went to jail too? Because she assaulted me first with the child. It would have been all type of charges on me. And I would have took her with the biggest smile.
And whoop that ass again when you got it again.
Every time I see you, you better be ready.
Going down.
Every time I see you.
The answer to the question about in front of the children, because like now she did let it slide, but now she don't want to create that type of environment in front of her children. She need to have been talked to her children. She should already have said to her children, that spit on me, and when I see her, I'm gonna beat her ass. They should be expecting and waiting for it. Mama, she here. That's
but she know when I go to pick up her husband kids from that lady, my jits wouldn't even be in the car because I know I'm a dog your ass.
This I'm gonna say this, ladies. I'm gonna say this. I think the problem is the husband. The husband has not yet asserted his authority on both ends. For one, if I know it's that much tension between my children's mom and my woman, I'm not gonna allow my significant other to even be in a position to where that can happen. And two, I like when the woman was saying that she didn't say when we go pick up his children. She said when we go pick up our daughter. I liked it. That means that she accepts his other children as her own. So that was a plus and a positive for me. I liked it that. But for him to not address the matter, and for him to still have or like when she said she know that this puts her husband in an awkward situation. No, that's not an awkward situation, because once you spit on my wife or my woman, beat her ass. Because the only thing I'm obligated to now is my children. I'm not obligated to this woman. I'm obligated to the respect of my wife and the love of my children. So from this day forth, after your mama get her ass whooped, because I'm gonna tell my woman, the next time you see her out in public, I already got the bondsman on standby. Beat her ass. Because the spit in my face is like you taking a noose and putting it around my neck and hanging me from a 19-foot tall tree. You went and dug up something like that out of your body and spit it on me. Bitch, I don't know if you got hepatitis B, hepatitis C, H, X, Y, or Z. I don't know if you just drunk a cup of calm or what, and here it is, you regurgitating it back up on my face. No, I have to make your eye disappear for a while. I have to make your eye disappear for a while. That's the only way. And guess what? It's a teaching lesson. It's a teaching situation in that too. So when you get back home after you burn out, you can sit the children down and say, "This is what happened when you be real nasty and spit on someone." Because when you spit on me, once I get you on the ground, I'm gonna stomp your fucking face. I'm gonna stomp your face. Because I don't believe in putting your foot on nobody. Not when you're in a fight. I ain't big on stumping nobody. But if you dig in your throat and dig up in your body and pick up and spit some coal or some spit on me, you're telling me I'm lower than a dog. And I'm gonna make sure that when we get through with this, you don't want to lift your feet up to put, or only you don't even want to drink soup no more. Cause every time I see you, I'm gonna make you lose a tooth. Nasty son of a bitch.
You know, I hear you when you say it's part the man because he should have nipped it in the butt. But I have been in a relationship one time with a guy, and his ex, like she literally got a check from off of 45th Street. So once I realized that she was cashing a check because she was crazy, and no matter what he talked to her about, she still kept coming. You have to set yourself out of that situation. Now with this girl here, and that they already together and married, he might know his baby mama has just got a mental problem, but I don't know how much he could control if it's already gone to that part, is what I'm saying. As far as saying he may have said something to her and she just don't. That's what she need an ass whooping. Period. But I'm just saying the man may have said something to the girl already. Because I
that's that one day me and all those voices in her head finna have a real conversation.
Yeah, we got to.
Honey,
Mr. Brown,
I want that conversation.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brown, how do you feel about it, Mr. Brown?
I agree with Juicy. First of all, is on site because you know the fact that you spit on me and brought bodily fluids. You put your leftovers on me. That's not gonna work. And obviously you didn't care nothing about your child because you did it with your child in your hand. So you're gonna get beat down with your child in your hand. Like Tamma said, they're gonna arrest me, but they're also gonna arrest you.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm gonna be so heated and irate. I might not even be able to control what I'm doing or my reaction. That's like me fighting a bear. So if I'm fighting a bear, bitch, don't help me. You better help the bear.
Right. But that lady spitting on her. That's the same as these when I was younger. Women or little girls would get pregnant and they'll still fight while they're pregnant, and then try to call the police and be like, "She fought while I was pregnant," because if you fight a pregnant woman, it's attempted murder. And then they try to get the other person in some serious trouble. This the same situation. Like you said, she didn't care about her child.
Let me tell you.
She just did child endangerment. Me and my husband would have been taking our child from, like, we'd been starting to pursue custody. Whip her ass and take her child.
First of all, I don't think the mother should have gotten out of the car.
Well, Tony, the reason I'm gonna listen. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna tell you the reason why she got out of the car. If I'm in the car and the children are getting into the car because she was there to pick up the kids and she was rowdy, I don't want to be at a disadvantage of you hitting me while I'm sitting in the car.
No,
but that lady was ambushed. She ambushed the wife.
Let the window up. The wife was in the car. Or she just rolled the window up.
But now the kids are getting in the back. Now the kids getting in the back, and I got the windows up. But now she reaching in, she can come in from the back, and now I can still be here.
But then that's when you deal with it. But as long as once you got out, you gave her exposure to all of you.
But they didn't get into. I did, but they didn't get into it then, Tony. They got into it at the schoolhouse.
That's what I'm saying. And she was in the car when they got to the schoolhouse.
Let me tell you why I love the state of Florida. The state of Florida is a no retreat state. To where if I bring it to you, you don't have to retreat. You don't have to let your window up. You don't have to do none of that. because you are already in a place where you was not. You was already in a place where you ain't. That person had no reason to come on your side. So if at that point I feel that my life is threatened, I have the right to defend myself. Whether that's me letting the window up or me getting out the car so I can stand up so I can get off. But I don't have to retreat.
If I was that wife, and as long as I'm in the car with the window up, she can't argue. All she does is arguing with the window. That's called diffusing the situation.
So in other words, you say she kind of provoked it.
When she got out, that's like a cashier and an irate customer. Well, that cashier come from around the counter. That's telling that customer that I'm ready to fight.
Well, I ain't have to come from around the corner because I told him at the fucking register, bitch, if you put your hand on me.
Because you be fighting at wash houses and all of this.
Stop putting my business in the street.
No, this is YouTube.
I am sitting here doing my homework, sir. Don't come for me.
Listen, Juicy, I believe I feel all of that what you saying, Tony. I do, but there comes a point in time, bro. This ain't something that the lady just. This is something that's built up and built up and built up to a point to where you get tired of retreating.
She said she got out of the car to explain to her that she did not do anything to her kids. There was a previous incident. There was a previous incident. She didn't owe the other lady no explanation.
Exactly, but the other lady made it her business to intercept her, to confront her.
Yes.
Once you held your child and you literally put your DNA on my person, whatever the fuck I do to you and that child that get caught in the crossfire, that's all on you.
But the only way she was able to put her DNA on that child is because she got out of the car.
But she was supposed to get out the car because she was supposed to be there to get the kid. Not that bald-headed heifer that wanted to put her child in danger. Even, let me tell you, check this. So when I know I'm finna go to Miami to fuck up some shit, before I make it to Miami, I make it to West Palm. Here, Mom, get Tyson. Then I follow along my ass on up the road an hour away, and I go do what I know I'm finna go do. Because if I'm going to jail, God forbid you fuck around and hit by jet or something happened to where he's in the vicinity, I'm killing everybody. So just to cut out that middleman, even if I know my objective was to go confront somebody, you never know what's going to happen. But as a mother, I'm going to protect that kid first.
That's just like you told me, Tony.
That's crazy.
As Tayama done put my business out about me being in the laundromat. At that moment, in the heat of the moment, I lost the fact of my daughter was right there. I lost the fact that my stepson was right there because I had got so caught up in the moment that when I did what I did and I realized that they were back there looking at me, it kind of made me ashamed because I never supposed to be able to put. Because let's say, for instance, like Tay saying, that person would have had a gun and shot, but missed me, but hit one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is on me. So sometimes we have to understand that the mother of his children had no reason to be there. That was the weekend they were picking up that Friday or something to pick the kids up for the weekend. You had no reason to be up there to the school that day. You came up there to cause confusion.
Because it was a proper way she could have did that. If she really wanted to talk to them, she would have called her baby daddy. I need to do a conference with me, you, and your wife. So we have an understanding going forward how discipline gonna work.
But the thing is, Tay,
she wanted what happened. No, I would have broke her jaw.
Listen, the lady said when Michelle was when she said that that the husband had already talked to her, and 2 weeks had done passed, and it wasn't no problem anymore. And then
No,
that
she thought it wasn't a problem.
Correct.
Because as far as the baby mama knows, she probably was like, "Oh, he just taking up for his wife."
But see, that's why I said he probably had already spoke to her, and she just ain't got the kind of sense to think that we talk, it's cool. She still felt she could come in and address the situation, but like I feel like he probably already said something to her.
No, it says that he did, but it speaks a lot on her mental.
Right.
That this woman literally had her child in her head, and you thought, if you want to make anybody lose their fucking mind, spit on somebody or piss on them. Which I have seen a fight where a man literally pissed on the dude when he was on the ground.
Yeah, to knock them out.
I would kill somebody.
So he had knocked him out and pissed on him. So the man,
like, he beat up dude pretty good, and before dude could actually get up, he wasn't knocked out. Dude whipped out his steak and peed on the guy. This was in Pleasant City.
Wow.
Since I was a little jit, I was like, a bitch ever try me, I'ma kill him.
Gave him a golden shower.
Made him less than nothing.
It ain't no need for people to be that rude and disrespectful to people. That's how people get killed.
Let me tell you, it is videos for days showing people will see homeless people sleep on the ground and they would piss on them or we live in a world where people is sick. But there's no way she thought she was safe after she spit on this woman, even though she holding the baby.
Ain't no way.
Honey, I could love the hell out your kid. The kid she was holding could have been my husband's child. Me and my husband would just have to go head to head because, baby, once she spit on me, your child was voided. Once she tried me, your child. I even tell anybody I deal with, listen, you better have a talk with your baby mama because your baby mama get wrong. I'm letting you know nothing about me loving you. Do I give a fuck? I'ma beat her ass wherever the fuck she try me. That's where it's going down. We're not gonna do no do-overs. Because if she would have nipped this in the bud back when, that girl would have never thought she could try her. By her playing the good wife, that girl thought she could do that to her.
I agree.
It have been too many times that she was disrespected to where that mother felt that she could try that girl like that. No, ma'am. In my face? Just call my mama and let her know I'm finna be going away for a long, long time. Don't even bother sending me no canteen money. I don't believe in getting canteen money. I sat in jail that whole time. My mama tell you, I didn't allow anybody to send me canteen money. I ain't giving them crackers no more than you having me in this cage.
Oh, Lord.
Listen. I'm sorry.
Go to commercial.
I'm sorry. I would lose my mind.
Yeah, I don't like that spin thing. That spin thing is just a bit too much for me.
You ain't hear what I said when Legacy talking about he'll skeet on somebody's titties. I would kill you.
That's good. That's nutrition and lotion.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Taking the fun out of the skeet, Tama.
Why your DNA need to be on me there?
Yeah, it don't go there.
That's just not my thing.
That's pure protein.
Where it go, Juicy?
Beat your ass. I will beat your ass.
The Bible say
we would be done.
Still.
You gotta talk. What's up, Doc? Oh, you should have been on here earlier. Legacy was trying to be Jamaican when he was being Jamaican.
Hold on, Tay. Juicy, where you say it go?
I said it's not supposed to be spilled. It's supposed to be caught by the twat.
Tell him, Juicy.
Well, as long as it never it says that it's better to be. It's better. It says this. It's better.
Oh, wait, do you take it off or do the girl take it off?
Even a condom is called spilling it. Even a condom is spilling it.
That's right, Juicy. Even skeeting in a condom is sinning.
Right. So no.
It
It's
say it
supposed
is
to go
better to ski.
inside.
It
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 ain't
say this is
better.
what
It ain't better.
it say. It is better to ski in the belly of a whore.
How about you just keep all your fluids to your damn self? Do not use your fluids to disrespect any damn body. And if
That's
somebody
not
take your jaw
disrespectful.
off, you deserve it.
That is people have sex.
Gross.
People enjoy sex differently. You can leave it in the ass crack. You can leave it on the back. You can leave it inside. You can leave it on some titties. You can leave it on some stomach. You can leave it in some hair. You can leave it on some eyes. You can leave it in the mouth, or even the ear.
See,
it depends on how big the load is. Sometimes it make it all the way to the eyeball.
Deion Sanders got 2 toes amputated. You'll get your one friend amputated. So y'all can join the club together.
Not Lorraine
Anywho, you should never spit on somebody at all.
Remedy says legacy, you going too far.
You should never, ever, ever put your spit on any other human being.
Unless you tongue kiss.
Y'all saw what happened to that lady. What was his name? Ray Rice played for the football player. His
you'll have to tell me.
And he beat her down.
Yeah, you know what?
And I would tell you, I stopped watching football because they suspended him for him beating her down. I won't watch football because she deserved to get beat down.
Listen, I know exactly what you're talking about. She spit on his face in the elevator. He only hit her one time and knocked her out. And that's how Ray Rice lost. That's how he lost his career in the NFL. He was one of the best running backs at that time in the NFL. But that one incident where his girlfriend spit on his face, people, let me just say this. I think people don't really understand, especially people that make the laws, don't understand certain rules because they themselves may not have been in that type of situation or grown up in certain areas to where these are no-go rules. But
no. They understand them. They set them in place so that they can catch us like that. That's the way to get us. Because at the same time that he was had did what he did, there was a white football player who was found guilty for raping someone, and he still played because the rules of the football did not exclude rape, but it excludes fighting. They do that because they know that black people will fight each other. White people rape each other.
Juicy, you on point with that because the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whose name is Ben Roethlisberger, had two sex charges against him, where he paid off both of the witnesses, and it was when it was said that nobody can talk about the case no more, and he went in the NFL and he probably gonna go on into the Hall of Fame. But people like Gail Rice. I mean, not Gail. What was the lady that Oprah Winfrey made famous? Her homegirl. Gail. The first thing Gail talked about when Kobe Bryant died, not all the great accolades and everything that Kobe was doing and has done as an athlete and as a man. She's the only person. This is how they tried to tarnish this man's legacy. They went and tried to talk about the sex charge that was against him, even though everything was dropped and not found guilty of anything. This is what is attached to this man's legacy right now. That people still try to, because the media never lets it die for us. They always bring it back up. And Kobe, as soon as Kobe died, that was one of the first things that Gail brought up in an interview with Lisa Leslie. And Lisa Leslie, which is a WNBA two-time champion MVP, she's a great woman. She had to put Gail in her place and say, why are we here talking about this when he just died? Plus, he was found not guilty on these charges. So why are you on here talking about this? So, Juicy, I totally agree with you when you say how, these rules and policies are put in place, because that's just like Kareem Hunt was an elite running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. He now plays for the Cleveland Browns, but Kareem Hunt had a party at a hotel. And at this hotel, you know, he an NFL player, he got his friends around and stuff. But this white girl came into the party and he was minding his business. And as you know, she went to agitate him. The video showed him asking her to leave. And when she was leaving, she turned around, either spit in his face or slapped him. I think she spit in his face. And before she really got to spit on him real good, he had to slap her to the ground. The league didn't find that he was in the right because she shouldn't have assaulted him with her spit, because she should have went to jail for assault. They turned around and suspended this man indefinitely, saying that because she was a woman, he shouldn't have hit her at all.
Right.
That's fucked up.
All the way.
Let me tell you, I would have paid one of the baddest bitches in there to whoop her. I don't know. If I had money, I don't know.
They were on an elevator, I think, on the way going home or going somewhere. I don't think there were even people with them. That was just their moment. They were out on a date
It was just Ray Rice and his wife in the elevator, Juicy.
Yeah.
Yep, they were by themselves.
They were by themselves. And how it got known was because it was on camera.
Yep.
Because the place had a camera in the elevator. But
right.
No. So, but again, like I said, you know, and I spoke even back then about it. When it comes to how we handle situations and altercations, they know very well, people who make the laws, that there are certain things that we deem disrespectful and we won't tolerate. And they exclude that, you know, because most blacks have relationship problems where it results in the way, and it's sad, but we do fight each other to prove our point, to prove our love, to prove our point. That's what we do. And it's not like it's like okay and we should be saying there's something good about it, but it is what black people do. So when like how the point you said, it wasn't about him hitting her or them fighting, it was about him hitting her because she was a woman. So it was like he violated woman rights.
Right. But nobody addresses the fact that she right now, Juicy, if anybody spit on a police officer, they charge you with assault with a deadly weapon.
Yep.
If they have a law that spitting on the ground is against the law.
Yep.
There are certain states where you can't spit on the ground. And you mean to tell me that as a man, whether black, white, blue, green, or yellow, a woman has the right to spit in my face, and I'm supposed to be okay with it? And she, just because but this is where you use that law that they got now where, you know, women are just as equal as men. Because if a man would have spit in my face and it would have been an altercation, he wouldn't have lost his career like that. It would have just been a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But by it being not just that, but it was a white woman. When Kareem Hunt hit that white woman, there are still rules and policies where no matter what a white woman is considered to be the most protected person on the planet. So she is deemed to be able to do anything she want to do and supposed to be able to get away with it. You're not gonna listen. I'm telling you, your eye gonna have to spend the night inside, covered up for a while.
A long while.
Yeah, because I think that you need to understand that I don't know if you got HIV, AIDS. I don't know if you got hepatitis C, tuberculosis. None of this. And you spitting on me tells me that you have no regard for my life at all.
This is all the way off subject. But
yeah,
Tiama, I just found sour cream.
Wow. How many
The
stores is that?
7th store.
Wow.
Damn. At least he was determined.
Yeah, because you know, certain things, if it called for it, it called for it. And I like, you know, so it's Tuesday, it calls for it.
See,
Taco Tuesdays.
I was cooking something different.
No, we already cooked. It's like everything is done. They just waiting on the sour cream. And I'm the one who really wants the sour cream, so they probably already ate their food without sour cream.
I hope they did.
So you being bougie.
Two of them probably
Let's move
is
forward.
waiting.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrown.show@gmail.com.
If you are just tuning in, tonight's topic is men are intimidated by powerful women. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Why men hate this new generation of women so much. We're finally starting to realize how powerful.
Men are not intimidated by powerful women. They really aren't. I'll tell you what I see in this new generation of women. Very little self-respect. I'm 34 years old and I have never seen the level of hoery going on in this world. Most of these women can't cook. They're foolish women. They don't know how to build their household. Instead, destroy it with their own hands. We got women emasculating men left to right, saying it's a problem for them to be a man. But baby, I got a boy. And as parents to a boy, it's my job to be the example and set the standard for the woman that's going to come into his life. It's my husband's job to raise him and teach him what a man really looks like. You see, my husband and I, we work together. I respect his role as male of the household, and he pours on to me all the love I need to keep this household going. See, baby, I'm powerful in my own unique way, and so is my husband.
All right, so what do you guys think about what she had to
I had made a post today about the role of a man, and I agree with what she said, that I want to add to it, because it is our role as a mother to be the example for what the man should be wanting in a woman, and it's the role of a father to also be the example of how a man is supposed to treat a woman and what he is supposed to expect from a woman. Because a lot of these men today, their expectations are just so outlandish and degrading, and it puts the women of today in that position to follow through and be degrading themselves. The women she was speaking of who are out here flaunting, like even the one in the car with Tiama, and they sold the prostitutes. And I say they could be considered victims as well, because they're victims of being poorly raised. They didn't get taught the right examples of self-worth and self-love and how to be a woman and respect themselves.
Well said, Juicy.
Well, I don't have to talk about whores because the lady said whorery. So that is the new word for me, whorery. And I didn't have to say it. She said it.
The only powerful woman I can think of off the top of my head is, when I think of a powerful woman, I think of a woman that can make things happen. There's movers and shakers, like an Oprah. You know, just because a woman get a bachelor's degree and she's making $80,000 a year, that doesn't make her a powerful woman. That makes her a successful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Why do you see Oprah as powerful? Because of the money she has?
No, I
That
just
thing
said.
right there,
No, I gave you the definition. A powerful woman is a woman that can make things happen. Oprah can
And
make
that's what I'm
things happen.
But Oprah makes things happen because of her money. Her money influences things to happen.
And if that's the truth, then that makes her a powerful woman. But a woman
Or
is
not
making
successful.
$80,000 a year, or $90,000 a year because she got a 4-year degree. She ain't making nothing happen. The only thing she's doing is paying bills and raising children.
Oh. Well, step on me. I'm power mighty instead of powerful.
Don't worry, I'm right there with you. I was only at 82,000 this year. Fuck. Herman, he stepped on you too. Damn.
Let me say, I see me as powerful because
I'm about to sick my brother on you, Tony.
And I make things happen without having 80,000 Oprah's pocket. I make things happen because I am powerful.
No.
Yes, I make the rain stop.
You know what
I
you
turn
are?
water into wine.
You know what you are?
What am I? I'm juicy.
You're a strong black woman.
But those strong black women are powerful.
But you're not powerful. You're a strong black woman. You're confusing the two.
I'm sitting back this one.
What is your, like, he just told us what his idea of powerful
was. Oprah. And I only think Oprah is powerful because she got them white men supporting her.
Let me tell you, I don't even think Oprah powerful, because when Oprah was in Europe, even though she had all that money, there was still one store that let her behind know, if you're not Caucasian, you got them nappy roots, get your ass out my store. So powerful, we disagree. Money don't give me power. My brain does.
And that's where I was thinking. And when I'm thinking of Oprah, like, the money she have, Oprah's a tool used to oppress and help them get the trafficking for the kids and stuff. Like, it's so much that I feel Oprah has her hands in, that she's not powerful. She's more wicked than powerful.
Totally agree. Well, for me, I think if we would have watched more of that video, we would have saw where the young lady also stated that, most women that are powerful or successful only feel that men who doesn't make the same amount of money as they do or more are intimidated by them because of their economic strength. And some men do find themselves intimidated by beauty. Well, like I told Tony, I've been in places and seen where men are intimidated by women's beauty and their voluptuous shapes and things, to where they feel like they're unapproachable or unobtainable. But as far as powerful women to me would be someone like, Queen Elizabeth, somebody like Hillary Clinton, and somebody like that have made people disappear, things of that nature like that. Oprah is a very successful black woman who the white folks decided that she would be a tool to help the Democratic Party, and whenever they need somebody to advertise or talk about somebody in a candidacy. But as far as being powerful, Oprah hasn't done one thing very powerful with all the money and accolades and stuff that she has that has influenced anything when it comes to the black race. Not one thing. And you're right, Juicy. Oprah herself has also And what let me know that Oprah didn't have any power is when I remember Oprah went to Texas and she messed around and said something about the hamburger meat that she ate from this company and said it was okay. And that company took Oprah ass to court and sued Oprah. And had Oprah not had billions and billions of dollars, they would have broke her. And that's the only thing that saved Oprah. But when I think of a woman, I don't think no man is intimidated by a woman. I think that some men may be inferior to some women due to the fact that women may make a little more money than he do. But regardless if my woman makes more than me or I make more than her, I'm gonna still stand. I'm still gonna be the head, regardless, because I know who I am. And I don't think it's no woman or man that'll ever make me feel inferior to them or feel like they're above me. That's just me.
Hold on, let's watch. You were saying something about watching more of the video. Let's see what the rest of the video had to say.
Getting tired of women constantly saying that women are that men are intimidated by them, and I hear it more than I want to hear it. I hear it too much. That's the first thing women want to say. Oh, men are intimidated by strong Black women. Men are intimidated by women's success. Okay, all right. We got it. Y'all, that's what y'all believe. That's what y'all feel. That's what y'all think, that all men are just intimidated by these successful, strong Black women. Okay, so that's going to be the excuse as to why a lot of these men don't want to deal with y'all. Oh, because they're just too intimidated. Okay, now tell me this. Wow, like how are men intimidated? In what way? What makes them intimidated by these strong, powerful women? What exactly makes these men intimidated by these types of women? What? The fact that they have a job? I think a strong Black man has a job as well. What else? Are they intimidated by you having a job? What? You're independent. We all know that you're independent. You don't need no man. You can take care of yourself. They know that, and I don't think they're intimidated by that. So you can take care of yourself. You're self-sufficient, you got a job, or you're an entrepreneur, right? A boss babe, you got a business, you're single more oftentimes you're single mothers. So why would he be intimidated by that? A lot of these same women talk bad about men, talk down on men, they ain't shit, they ain't this and that. So why would they be intimidated by that? A lot of these women are educated, but they're educated fools, honestly. A lot of these women don't have any direction. They're the least married. They're walking around just with no guidance, no structure, no anything. A lot of them claim to be all this independent boss babes and happy when a lot of them are depressed on antidepressants, struggling, trying to figure out what they're going to do next. A lot of things are not working as well as they want you to believe. So with all of this going on, why would a man who has his stuff, a lot going for him, have his stuff together, he has his job or own his business or do whatever he does, taking care of himself, living good, why would he be intimidated by a woman? I don't understand. Usually if somebody's intimidated by you, it's because you have something that they want. So they may be a little intimidated because they want what you have. Why would they be intimidated by something they don't even want? And they have no desire for. I don't understand it. But these same women who always like to claim that men are intimidated by women, you're still looking for a man. Which men are intimidated by you? Is it the high value men that you're looking for? Are they intimidated by you being successful? Because that wouldn't make any sense. You guys, a lot of these women say they don't want average men. So if you don't want an average man, how do you know that they're intimidated by you? Why would you even care if you don't want them? Make that make sense. A lot of these women aren't looking for average men. You're looking for a high value man. A high value man who making all this money, got his own, can have any woman he wants, would not need to be intimidated by whatever you have going on. So you must be talking about average men. But these are the same men you say ain't shit, you don't want them, yada, yada, yada. Why would they be intimidated by you? They're not checking for you. Just like you say you're not checking for them. So why would they be intimidated? I just wish, please stop. Just please stop saying that men are intimidated by strong Black women, because they're not. They don't like it. And it's not just Black men, period. Don't like no loud, aggressive, I don't need no man type of woman. That's not what men want. Men are not intimidated by what y'all would call strong, independent, powerful women. And my question to a lot of you women is this. If you're so powerful, powerful where? In which regard? What makes you so powerful? Because if they start asking that question, it'll be just like the question of what do you bring to the table? Oh, no real answer. So if you can't even answer the question of what you bring to the table, how can you explain how powerful you really are? What power do you possess? What is that power? I think women do possess power, but not the power that these women are thinking. I think a lot of women have already given up their power, so there's nothing left. See, they don't really want to talk about that. The power that many women possessed back in the day, you guys are just giving it away, so there's nothing left. And I think a lot of these women are clinging on to the fact that they can get a degree and they make some money, that is what makes you powerful, and it doesn't. Because if most men don't really care about how much money you make, how many degrees you have, where does your power lie? That's the question I would like to get answered. Women are so powerful that all these men are saying, "Ooh, I don't want to go fool with her because I'm just so intimidated." What gives you what power you have, and what makes you so powerful that it intimidates so many men? So I would love to get that question answered, because I don't know what it is. Honestly, I don't. Because if you got a job, if you have a car, you have a house, you have a business, you have a job, whatever, men have that too. Men aren't intimidated by no loudmouth woman. They just don't want to deal with you. Instead of women saying, you know what, I have an issue, maybe I need to work on some things. No, another excuse as to why, just to justify your actions and just put it on men once again. Oh, men are just intimidated by this because we're strong. No, they don't want no loudmouth woman. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with your nasty behavior. They don't want to deal with your masculine attitude, your whole aggressiveness. They don't want to deal with a woman who has a problem all the time, where everything is a problem. You don't know how to communicate. You don't even know how to be feminine at all. It's not that they can't, they're intimidated by you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with your behavior. They don't want to deal with your attitudes. Men aren't looking at how many degrees you have or how much money you make. They're looking for a companionship, somebody who can cooperate and work with them, not somebody who's aggressive in their demeanor and just always acting like a man. And because you got your own job and you got your own place to stay. As an adult, isn't that what you're supposed to do? And I'm so sick and tired of people saying, I got my own. You as a grown person, you should. And if you have children, well, you're supposed to. Who else gonna take care of them? So where is this power coming from? What makes these women so powerful? And why would men be intimidated by these powerful women? What do they have that's so powerful that will make all men just intimidated by it and want to move on and not fool with them? So, baby, y'all let me know what y'all think. Are men intimidated by powerful women? Y'all let me know in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe.
So, Didi, is that who was talking?
Yeah.
Didi? She's so opinionated. And, oh my gosh.
Let me tell you, she's opinionated, but she's dumb as hell. Let me help you, because I follow her on YouTube. She talks relationships, right? She reminds you of one of those dingy, wannabe California Barbie type chicks. So, first of all, she say, where does your power lie? If your power is not in your brain, first of all, number one thing that intimidate most men, and I'm talking about the dudes that want to be players, cheating on women. First of all, they like dumb women. They don't like a woman with a brain. Thirdly, common sense. Because when you can make A plus B, then C, they don't want those type of women. So wait, you told me you went with your brother. But yeah, hold on, wait. They don't like when you can put shit together and then they always get caught on their shit. So they don't like smart women. Your power is in your brain. That is your biggest muscle. So right then and there, sis, if you don't know that, you lost your power. What you was saying, Juicy?
Well, to piggyback on you and Didi, the power and what makes people powerful is because of their ability to influence others. And men have a problem with women and are intimidated by the woman's power, because if a woman has a sound mind and is, like you just said, uses it and is not manipulated, not feeble-minded, they are the ones who are the intimidator, because now this man looks at her as like, dang, I can't make her do the things I want her to do. She's thinking for herself, she's doing for herself. So by that's where the intimidation comes from. I meet men all the time. I am sweet, loving, I'm kind, I'm respectful. I tell you, they are so intimidated when they get to know me, because they realize how much you suck on my titties, how much ass you eat, how much coochie you eat. You ain't fucking. They're intimidated. How can this woman have this much self-control? Power is in so many ways, but it is in the mind, and it's mind over matter. And that lady Dee Dee right there, she it sounds like trying to. What is wrong with him?
Let me get him.
Go ahead.
I've been seeing it's like a bandwagon that people jump on, and it's either one side or the other. And she's on the side that if she can belittle and put people down, then she can weaken their mind to make these women not have their power. She's trying to steal the women's power. The women who had the power years ago, when she was talking about our grandmothers and stuff, their power was in their minds as well. I don't know what was given away.
No, she was talking about when they would hold themselves into marriage. She was basically saying the pocketbook was the power.
I got what she was saying, but at the same time, them women, they were holding themselves at marriage while the men were still going out. Holding themselves at home, because home was where they were being taken care of, and they had sense enough to be like, I'm cool with it. The women today ain't standing for being cheated on and staying at home and going through it. Power has enhanced. It ain't gone away.
Oh boy.
No, love, and the grease.
Now it's your turn, Legacy.
I don't have to say nothing today. That lady said everything that almost every man on the planet feel. Juicy talking bullshit and Tay talking crazy.
Mm-hmm. Like I said.
So tonight, Legacy don't have to say nothing, because it has already been spoken.
Say not at all, Tyson. Say straight foolery.
I'm gonna say eat my ice.
I'm gonna just say this.
Is it crushed?
Yeah.
But Tony, me and you, we got a mutual friend. We be looking at that motherfucker. We be saying it makes no sense. How do they not know? So, like I said, the brain has to be something that is easily moved the way they need it on the dynamic. Those they're not afraid of. But anyone that would challenge that brain and challenge that ass.
Well, let me speak. Let me tell you something. I don't feel like a man goes out and looking for dingy women. Some men might, some men don't. But I've seen some of the brightest women who's supposed to be so bright and smart that has been used and abused too. It ain't that. It ain't a thing about your brain. It ain't has nothing to do about a man looks for somebody that he can use. Because women do the same thing too on the other end. So what I'm gonna say is,
we said, where's our power?
Meaning that when she makes that statement, she's not talking about y'all are dumbfounded. She's saying, what is it that you guys got other than your brain that a man should be intimidated about? What else?
But at the same time, that is what power, that's where the power lies. Like even the definition, it says to be able to influence. So if you can't, how can you influence someone with your finger?
Listen here. I guess Donald Trump.
Yes, what's the dictionary?
I guess Donald Trump has the biggest brain in the world, as dumb as he is, because he influenced the whole nation to go out and vote for him and put him in the office.
Hold up, but Donald Trump ain't dumb, and he did.
Of course he's not dumb.
He used his mind. He used the power of his tongue, like the thought.
Exactly.
First in the mind is the thought, and then it's spoken. The spoken word is just the mental part. Your mind speaks. You got a non-verbal and a verbal part.
Of course,
speaking.
but see, no, but you see, other than you saying your brain, you have not yet gave something that a man should be intimidated by a woman about.
I don't think a man should be intimidated at all. A man should be confident, but that's not the point. They're not. It's not every man. Not every man is intimidated, and not every man is confident. So
that's right. I agree with you on that.
The ones we speaking of who are intimidated, how they are intimidated is because that woman they're dealing with cannot be moved, cannot be swayed, cannot be manipulated, cannot be taken advantage of.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Listen, I'm trying to figure out one of the women who everybody went out and voted for, who could not be moved and who could not be swayed, got cheated on in the fucking Oval Office. While her husband got his dick sucked.
No, she could be cheated on. I said
don't be bringing up my favorite president. Thank you kindly.
Because what she did is not what cheated on her. He cheated. That was his action.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What you're saying is that men are intimidated by women who are strong and confident, and that the reason that we don't want to be with women like that is because y'all pick up on everything. Hillary Clinton is one of the smartest women that probably walks the planet. She has a degree in law. She's very good at what she does. But she
Bill Clinton ain't intimidated by her at all.
And guess what? She understood that, and that's why she accepted that her husband got his dick sucked in the goddamn Oval Office, and she couldn't do a fuck thing about it.
They don't fit this conversation because
yes, they do. They're human. They're human.
No, we're talking about men who are intimidated by women. He is not intimidated by Hillary.
So what men are
no fucks about Hillary.
The reason that I brought
the world that.
The reason I brought Bill Clinton into this is because you and Tay are saying that men are intimidated by women who use their brains. And I'm telling you, that's not even an issue either.
Yeah, well, hold on. See, that it don't add up, because if you talk about a man who is not intimidated, I agree with you. He's not intimidated. He has a powerful mind and a powerful brain. She don't intimidate him. Talking about them. We talking about the men who are intimidated. Let's go with
who are those men?
It's a lot of men out there that are intimidated by women with a brain.
I wish we could call one, because I know I can call one right now.
Listen, Ted,
that man talk to me, and you will know he is intimidated.
The lady said, listen, the lady said that she wanted to know who are men intimidated by. And then she said that the women who are saying these things, which men are intimidated by you? Men that are high value that know who they are, or is it the men that are low value that are beneath you that you are intimidating? Because the men that are with you and that are above you, you can't intimidate them in any kind of way.
Okay, so I met this guy over the summer. And
okay,
he was a chef. Now he scoped me out because of my car. He thought I had money. I was like, bruh, this is my daddy car. You got no money. He was like, well, you're very intriguing and you have a good conversation. I like to get to know you and talk more. So we got to talking, and I learned that he was a chef. He learned I'm a chef. So now we have something in common. Now, he doesn't know how to cook vegan. He doesn't know how to cook gluten-free. I intimidated him. I knew more than him. And at that moment, once he realized that I had more under my belt, and we were the same people, chefs, but I knew how to do more than he did, his whole attitude and disposition changed. he became very condescending when he spoke to me because he tried to put me lower than him, even though it wasn't no way. Some food.
Boo-boo.
Feed me. Ain't nothing you could do for me.
Ms. Brown said, you know who you are.
Exactly.
But
And
Juicy,
guess
let me
what?
ask you.
But you asked that man. He had money. He had a position. He was higher than me. Let it be told. Only thing I know is I can cook vegan and gluten free.
Let it be. That's what you said. The key word, Juicy. Let it be told. That's what he was trying to pull over on you. But once you revealed the cards on the table, that just because you got a title and you working in a place, that's what your title is, chef. You wasn't trying to belittle him by letting him know if he would have just been willing to learn from you, he would have learned something new. But because he was very egotistical, and that's the way he was, he allowed himself to fall to that level because he thought that he was above you. And then when the cards were laid on the table, he was actually beneath you. Well, but like I said, if he would have just humbled himself and went up under the tutelage of you, he'd have learned how to cook vegan.
But understand, that still don't change the fact of the adjective of intimidation.
I still don't see how.
Well, I mean,
maybe it's me, Juicy. Maybe it's just me because
it's okay.
I don't. I'm saying maybe it's just me because I don't see if I saw Beyonce or anybody that's famous and I feel like I can shoot my shot, regardless of what, I'm gonna shoot my shot because I'm not intimidated by nothing that God allowed to walk on this earth.
But you do know a lot of men that are intimidated. It's some men that are intimidated by the man that's standing next to them.
That's true. That's true, Tay. But
I had
those
a man
are
give me 2 rings. I called them promise rings because he was scared to ask me to marry him, and he said he didn't think he was good enough for me, but he thought I was good enough for the gift.
Girl, you meet some crazy people.
And Juicy, I want to piggyback on what you said about the guy with the chef. I think he was intimidated by you and your knowledge, which is your brain. But at the same token, I think if he was the right type of man that could look inside himself and say, yes, she's a powerful woman, and not look at you as being intimidating. Let me learn from her, and she too can learn from me.
Right.
And together we could be a powerhouse. But he didn't see it that way.
His ego got in the way.
With you. So then let's say this.
So
the answer to Dee Dee's question is, what kind of men? Who are those men? The men who are intimidated by women are the ones who are insecure.
That's a perfect answer.
Yes,
that's a perfect answer.
That's an excellent answer.
Yes.
Dee Dee, girl, I hope you heard that.
But let's just answer because
But Dee Dee act like the only power women ever had was through their coochie by that statement she made.
Mm-hmm.
That right there just threw me. So her background is full of prostitutes herself.
Well, listen, I like the question, and I like because
when we get backstage, because we agreed to never sucker punch you on here. When we get backstage, I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me,
no.
Listen, we can
of
go.
Of course, you loved it.
5 more minutes.
We can go backstage now.
You guys, for the first time in history, we will do an intermission. We'll be right back.
Find me on Facebook, on Instagram, at Juicy Cakes.
Look, Juicy, like I'm out.
Yes, we ready to go backstage for you.
But you know, like I say, it seems to be so much easier when a woman brings these topics to the table than when men do it. So
But you know what I learned too? A lot of women say some outlandish ass shit just to get likes and reviews. You got people that is 500 pounds coming out here. I do not understand women who down men but continue to be with men. You hit that one on the head.
I understand that one. I understand. I feel like I understand what you're asking, Miss Remedy. And, okay, she's basically saying the same. Like, let's say, for instance, people ask me all the time on here, Juicy. Well,
I just want to
Legacy.
know, is she saying should they go gay?
No, she's just saying, in a nutshell, why do you still want to be with a man if you feel this negative about men? Period.
What else you gonna be with is what I'm trying to understand. I mean, because we hitting and missing. We just the next
Juicy
man
say-
we with, we hoping they gonna be better.
Right, right.
We have hope. We keeping hope alive.
She got hope. Me.
Listen, Juicy.
Juicy got hope.
The thing is this: everybody. I think people don't in relationships that when things seem to not be going good, when it's all good, we all in. But when it's going bad, everybody ready to jump ship. That's men and women. But I just feel like, we don't understand the concept of what it is to come into a union and be one anymore. And that's why marriages are on a decline. That's why divorce is on the rise, because we don't understand that when you took those oaths, that it said sickness and health, rich or poor, good or bad, to death do you part. And when you don't live by those rules right there that you took an oath about, then there's no need in getting married, because I feel like, to me, getting married and not really mean those things right now, you didn't even need to get married, because you already knew that you couldn't forgive your husband if he went out and cheated. I already know that I'm probably not going to forgive my woman or my wife if she go out there and cheat. So I just think that people shouldn't get married, and people should just go ahead and just continue dating, because it's easier to walk away from a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship than it is to get married. Because if I ever get married, there is no separating. There is none. It said to death do you part. So, bitch, if you want to leave, it's time for you to die.
But who you calling a bitch though? Mello, you would come comment then.
I used to like the Ghetto Boy. Yeah, you, yeah. GB. Go ahead, close this out.
Okay. Because we're ready to ambush that ass in the bike, huh? Y'all, Legacy finna get straight ambushed.
Legacy, where you go?
He act like we don't know his phone number though.
Hold on, Mello.
What Mello said.
I see you, Mello. Hold on. I'll let you in when we go backstage.
Mello is it's so you gonna lay him on. Hey, look, Legacy got his partner in crime, y'all.
Die.
Okay, you heard, girl? Did you hear him? A bitch married me. You ain't going nowhere. Oh Lord.
That's why I don't look at marriage the way other people do. Because I look at people, they done got married, they done got divorced, they done got married, they done got divorced. Come on, do we understand what the union is? It means good, bad, sick, ugly, all of that shit. That means that you're supposed to endure that to the end. And people don't do it.
I don't know.
I wrote my my vows differently. It went into a death part.
So that means that if you decided, that means that anytime, even though we learned on here, I know I learned on here that those wedding vows are not actually in the Bible. I learned that on this podcast. So I guess we're not taking a vow before God, we're taking vows before men. before man.
Exactly.
That is what
So,
it is.
so that means that whatever, because I personally ain't never read in the Bible where God said you have to be married. I've never seen that. But you know, if that's what people want to do it. But I won't never be married without a woman understanding that this forever.
That what?
I didn't hear him.
And that lady that y'all hear, that is my girlfriend, letting him know. You hear that, sir?
I couldn't hear nothing if nobody can come on the podcast.
She said, do you know that mean that for you? Somebody gonna die.
I mean, that's why in almost 44 years I ain't never been married, not one time.
And she put it up there again. Somebody gonna die.
That's why marriage may not never be in my anything. Because if I don't feel like I can be faithful to the degree of I want to be with one woman, I'm probably gonna never be married.
Okay, so why do you feel that you can't just be with one woman?
It's not that I don't feel like that. It's just that I don't trust women. I'm looking at the divorce rate. I see what women do in the world. It makes me not trust.
You do know you old, and at some point that little thing ain't even gonna be working, right?
But it ain't about that. I have more. Listen, as much as I do in love encounter, being in physical contact with a woman, but at this age, I have learned to love being just in the presence of a woman, going to sleep beside a woman, and hearing her breathe and feeling her soft skin next to my body, without it having to always be. But let's tell you what. We'll finish this. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and close out, Tony. We're gonna just give all praises and honor to God for allowing us to be here tonight. First and foremost, we're gonna start off with Miss Juicy Cake. Let them know how they can reach out to you, Miss Cakes.
You can reach me on my website. Actually, you can reach my products on the website, all your homeopathic needs, at enliventoyou.com. Or on Facebook, Nicole Purse. Instagram is Miss Beautiful. And TikTok is Miss Juicy Cake.
Amen.
Pass the mic.
Amen again. Let's go ahead and move up to the boss lady of the podcast, the original Miss Tayama Tyson Mama Sweetness. Come on out and let them know how to reach.
That sounded like rollouts. But you can reach me on Facebook at Tayama Copeland, Instagram Tayama01. That's it. Anything else you read? Oh, my bad. Just in Time Accessories. I'm asleep, y'all. You can reach me at justinttimeaccessories.com. You can reach me at justintimeaccessories@gmail for any questions that you have about anything on my website. Yeah, but don't call me. Y'all strange people, don't call me.
I can't call you.
Oh, no, I'm calling your strange ass. Actually, I'm finna pull up.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Powerful women move to build and not to destroy men.
Read that again.
Powerful women move to build and not to destroy men.
That's what I meant by we keep hope alive, Happy.
Thank you, Happy. I appreciate that, Happy. You don't go ahead and move to the boss man. The one that makes it possible for us to have this platform to be able to inform and, as Juicy say, enlighten people on things. Miss Rainbow, you know, to enlighten the things with the rainbow and unicorn land. The man that being a little more serious, the person that is a thorn in my ass, my brother from another mother, one of my closest best friends. Mr. Anthony Brown, come to the stage. Let the world know about you, sir.
I'm Anthony
Okay.
Brown. I'm Anthony Brown. I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Anthony Brown Show. Oh, Tyson, don't be trying to steal my joy. Tyson, it's your turn. But you can find me on the Anthony Brown Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Also on Facebook, follow the page Anthony the Writer. I got some things coming up, so make sure you follow that page, Anthony the Writer. And wholeheartedly, I believe, with everything in my being, you got to grind until you shine.
Got to grind.
For business purposes only, you can call me at 561-768-3710.
You can also call him on that number right there for all notaries, fingerprinting. You got weddings, divorcings. He does it all, ladies and gentlemen. Just give him a call at those numbers, or also hit him on his website, and you can make an appointment without, if it's late, he'll go on and check it out and make the appointment official for you the next day if it's after closing hours. But also getting ready to leave, we bring to the stage Mr. Legacy the Great. You can reach me on Facebook, Dream Williams. You can also reach me on YouTube, Antonio Williams. My email address is legacyunlock@mail.com. And for business purposes only, hit me on 229-630-7615. Before I leave out of here tonight, I just want to give a shout out to my joy, my heartbeat, the air I breathe, the reason that other than God allowed me to wake up.
You don't have to do all that. It's okay. It's okay. Stop.
That's not for you.
Oh.
Of this.
I just want to give a shout out to our number one fan who part ownership with Mr. Anthony Brown and the Anthony Brown Show and Tyson Sweetness. We want to just give my daughter a happy birthday. Shout out her birthday. Anaya Williams' birthday was March 20th last Sunday. And we just want to give you a happy birthday. Shout out Anaya from the ATL Show. We all love you and things like that. Daddy love you. Uncle Tony love you. Auntie Tiama, Aunt Juicy love you. And we also
ever.
Give another
Happy
shout
birthday and love you too.
sister, that's not here today. Miss T Savage. She's still dealing and mourning with the loss of her grandmother. We're here for you, T. If you need me,
love you.
And we love you.
Don Allen, you're going over the flu or a cold or whatever, but I hope you feel better. Our prayers go out to you as well.
Yes, Don Allen. And to everybody out there in the ATL world, as Mr. Brown say, you got to grind till you shine. ATL, hope.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, T Savage, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best that can fit that fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you ever cast, just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. It's the message. I'm talking open hills and things. The schools over feeling foggy. I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one, just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. I'm on against team Muslim. You ready to lose? The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL, ho.